Hello everyone. Today in this session we are going to talk about variables, data types, keywords, Python with the help of examples. Python variables. Variable is a name. Variable is a name which is used to refer memory location. Variable also known as identifier and used to hold value. In Python, we don't need to specify the type of variable because Python is a type info language and smart enough to get variable types. Variable names can be a group of both letters and digits, but they have to begin with a letter or an underscore. It is recommended to use lowercase letters for variable names. Rahul, capital R starts with capital R, and Rahul starts with small r. Both are two different variables. Identifier naming. Variables are the examples of identifiers. An identifier is used to identify the literal used in the program. The rules to the name an identifier are: the first character of the variable must be alphabet or underscore. All the characters except the first character may be an alphabet or lowercase. A to Z, uppercase, A to Z, underscore or digits 0 to 9. Identifier name must not contain any white space or special characters, that is, hyphen, at the rate, or dollar sign, or percentage. Identifier name must not be similar to any keyword defined in the language. We should not use any keywords, right? Identifier name are case sensitive. For example, my name and my M capital, my name is not the same. Example of a valid identifiers we can consider as A123 or underscore N or underscore 9, etc. Example we can talk about invalid identifier 1A space 1A N percentage 4 N space 9. So these are the invalid identifiers. Smart enough to get types. Variable names can be a group of both letters and digits, but they have to begin with a letter. Identifier naming. Now, declaring variable and assigning values. Python does not bound us to declare variable before using in the application. It allows us to create variable. It requires time. We don't need to declare explicitly variable in Python. When we assign any value to the variable, that variable is declared automatically. The equal hyphen operator, or you can call it as a minus operator, is used to assign value to a variable. Let's check on the screen. We have variables and values. Okay, what are the variables and values? A is equal to 10. A is a variable and 10 is a value. And here on the second line you can see name is a variable and Ravi is value. Salary is variable and 20,000 is values. This is way how we can define it. Right. Let's check this in our Python code. Now I'll start the Jupyter notebook from Anaconda. So open the Anaconda and I will launch the Jupyter notebook. Here you can see it. I clicked on the Jupyter notebook. It might take some time. Depending on your system speed configuration, it takes time. So recommended system RAM should be 8 GB so that it works better. So let's see. Mm, and it will open in a browser. Why it's taking so long? Mm, Here, the Jupyter notebook has been opened. Here you can see it here. So this is the Jupyter notebook, how it looks like. On the left side, you can see files, running, clusters. In running, it will show you the running files. In clusters, it will show you the running clusters. In files, we can see the files. What are the files and folders are present in the environment of Python Jupyter notebook. Right. Now, on the left side, you can see it upload and new. If you click on that small triangle button next to the new, it will open this Python 3. If you want to open a Python file, then you can click on that. Or if you want to open a new text file, or if you want to create a new folder or terminal. So let's create a new folder here by clicking the folder. You can see down here somewhere is untitled folder. Just check the checkbox and now go to the top and click on rename. We'll change that untitled folder to AI training session. So let's keep each and everything in that folder. That will be good enough for us. Right, here we have AI training session. Now we'll open that folder. Now in this folder we don't have anything because we haven't created anything so far. Now we'll create a new Python file by clicking the new button and Python 3. Click on that. The new file will be opened and it will open in a new browser, new tab. Here you can see it, the untitled IPYNB file has been created. Now we if we want to change the name of this file, just simply click on this untitled at the top and you can change test1. Now here test1 has been created. Right, it's simple as that. So we don't have to worry about this and that. So this is the way how we can create the things. Now we look into the variable example what we were discussing at our presentation PowerPoint, like here a is equal to 10, name is equal to Ravi, salary and is equal to so and so. Let's take a look in a simple way, like a is equal to 10, name is equal to Ravi, and salary is equal to 0.87. Right, this is where how we created. Now print. Don't worry about this code line, just this is an example, just have a look at that. Don't worry about what is happening there. Just we are trying to discuss about something, right? Variables. We need to find out what are the variables and what are the values. So a is a variable, 10 is a value, name is a variable, Ravi is a value, salary is a variable, and 20,000 is a value. Now I'm trying to print a is equal to 10. Now once we have done, if we want to execute this code, you can see it here, run, or else you can click on this button, run to this cell, or else you can click shift enter or control enter. The difference between shift enter and control enter is simple. If you press shift and enter, it will execute and give you a new cell. If you enter control and enter, it won't give you the new shell. Right? That's the difference. Or else you can use this button, run button, next to the shell. Now you can see the output. What output we have got it here is 10. We are asking for print a 10. Now we'll look into print name. See what we will get, Ravi, right? Now we'll see print salary. What do we have? Now these are the results what we were expecting. Hope you guys got it. These are the simple things. We'll discuss further in our next future classes. Now we'll get back to our, we have already tried this, multiple assignments. We'll talk about multiple assignments. Python allows us to assign a variable to multiple variables in a single statement, which is also known as multiple assignments. We can apply multiple assignments in two ways, either by assigning a single value to multiple variables or assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Let's see with an example. Assigning single value to multiple variables, right? Example, x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 50. So we are assigning single value to a multiple variables. Whenever we ask for print x, print y, print z, we get the result is 50. Let's check in our code. X is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 50. We are assigning that, right? Now print x, sorry, x. We got 50. Print y, we got 50. Print z is 50. This is called single value to multiple variables, right? How simple is that? Okay. Now we'll talk about assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Like here, a comma b comma c is equal to 5 comma 10 comma 15. Python got that capability to understand a before comma is the variable and the value is 5, and b is the variable and value will be 10, and c is the value, c is the variable and 15 is the variable. And when you print a, it will be displayed 5. When you print b, it will display 10. When you print c, it will display 15. Now let's try in the code. A comma b comma c is equal to 5 comma 10 comma 15. Oh, sorry guys. Print a, print b, print c. Now see, 5 10 15. Hope you got it. This is assigning multiple values to multiple variable. The values will be assigned in the order in which variables appear. Okay, we got back to our presentation. Now we'll talk about Python data types, right? Variable can hold values of different data types. Python is dynamically typed language, hence we need not define the type of the variable while declaring it. The interpreter implicitly binds the value with its type. Python enables us to check the type of the variable using in the program. Python provides us the type function which returns the type of the variable passed, right? So now let's check into standard data types. What is a standard data type? Standard a variable can hold different types of values. For example, a person's names must be stored as a string, whereas its ID must be stored as an integer. Python provides various standard data types that define the storage method on each of them. The data types defined in Python are numbers, strings, list, tuple, dictionary. In this section, we will give a brief introduction of the data types. We will discuss each one of them in detail later classes. Okay. Now, we talk about numbers. Numbers store numeric values. Python creates number objects when a number is assigned to a variable. For example, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5. A and b are number objects. Python supports four types of numeric data. Int, int, signed integer like 10 to 29, etc. And long variables, these are the long. Float, float is used to store floating points, numbers like 1.9, 9. So on. And the fourth one is complex numbers like 2.14j and so on. Python allows us to use a lowercase l to be used with long integer, right? However, we must always use an uppercase L to avoid confusion. A complex number contains an ordered pair, that is x plus iy, where x and y denotes the real and imaginary parts respectively. Got it. Now we talk about string. The Python In Python, the string can be defined as the sequence of characters represented in the quotation marks. In Python, we can use single, double, or triple quotes to define a string. String handling in Python is a straightforward task since there are various inbuilt functions and operators provided. In the case of string handling, the operator plus is used to concatenate two strings as the operator hello plus Python returns hello Python. The operator star is known as repetitive operator as the operation Python into 2 returns Python Python. There are various inbuilt functions and operators provided. The operator plus, we have discussed this, star. Now let's look into the code. Try this code. We'll try this code so that you can understand in depth. Now we'll take one string str1 is equal to hello Python. Now we take str2 is equal to how are you. Now print str1 into 2. Let's execute the code. Now here you can see that hello Python one time and we got hello Python second time. Right. This is the way how we got it into. Now let's try with Python printing print str1 plus str2. Let's execute this. Oh shit, sorry. Okay. Hello Python, how are you? Right. Now what we can do is we don't have a space there. So just forget about that. We can add on space and click. Now here it is. Now we try with string one with printing first two characters using this slice operator. This will check into that. Okay. Print str1 and we use square bracket 0 to 2. These are the lines. We'll discuss this about slicing in future further. Just see that we have printed first two values. Now we'll check by printing the fourth character of a string. How do we print? Print str1 is 4. It will display the fourth character, which is fourth. So the index starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is O. So we have O here in our output. Got it. Now we go back. Now we'll talk about least. What is a least? Lists are similar to arrays in C. However, the list can contain data of different types. The items stored in the list are separated with a comma and enclosed with square brackets. We can use the slice operators to access the data of the list. The concatenation operator plus and repetition operator into works with the list in the same way as they were working with the string. Now we'll try this example in our code. Let's see how it will work. You know, we'll get back to Jupyter Notebook and let's try this code. L is equal to list. Now we take a square bracket 1 comma high comma python comma 2, and now we'll see print bracket open close L. We need third index, right? We'll execute this. What we got it here, number 2, the third index starts with 0. This is 0 and this is 1, and python is 3 2, and 2 is our 3. So what we are asking for, 3, first third one. Now we'll see another example. Print L of, we're asking 0 to 2, starting from 0 to 2. So 0 is 1 and high is, sorry, 0 is 0, high is 1, and 2 is python. So in python, when we are ending the slicing, for example, we have taken 2 as, so it will give you one value down. So that is, it will show you till 1. If you need a value, index value till 1, so you need to use it as 2. Now we'll see print L. Print L. What do we have? We have everything, right? Now if you need print print L plus L, see what we will have? We have twice L. Print L into 2, see what we'll have? It multiplies twice. This is the way how list function is gonna work. Now I'll go back to our basic tuple. Tuple is similar to the list in many ways. List, like tuples, also contains the collection of the items of different data types. The items of the tuples are separated with a comma and enclosed in parentheses. A tuple is a read-only data structure, and we cannot modify the size and values of the items of a tuple. Remember that. We cannot modify the size and value of the items of a tuple. Now let's check, we try this in a code. We go back to our Python, Jupyter Notebook. So we can, here you can see that we have used the list. Where is that? Where is that? We'll go up. Yeah, here list. We discuss about the list. We used the square bracket, but in triple, what we are using? We are using a round brackets, parenthesis. This one, right? And in Jupyter Notebook, when you open something like, for example, parenthesis or quotation, it will close it by itself. So make sure you don't close it twice, right? Sorry, I've copy paste there rather than typing it. So now we'll try to print L. See what we have in print L. L. See, we have all the values of tuple. This is not a list, but it looks similar to the list. They have similar functionalities. Now we'll print same like L of first value of the index. So notice something. So we remove the first 0 index, and starting from first index, we need all the value till the end. So we don't have anything after colon. So that means till the end. Now we'll see print L plus L. Now we have twice. It works same way as what we have in list. Now we'll see print L into twice. See, we have the data in twice. They both are similar, almost similar. Now we'll move on to dictionaries. Dictionary is an ordered set of a key value pair of items. It is like an associative array or a hash table where each key stores a specific value. Key can hold any primitive data types, whereas value is an arbitrary Python object. The items the items in the dictionary are separated with the comma and enclosed in curly brackets. Now, remember that in dictionary we use curly brackets. In list we use square brackets. In tuple we use round brackets. And in dictionary we use square brackets. That's the difference. Right. We'll look into the code and we'll try this code in our Python shell. Hmm. The code, what we do, okay, D is equal to dictionary is D. We use flower brackets and we have one. First one E colon is Jimmy and comma 2 is John comma and 3 is Jack, and next the fourth is what is sorry 4 colon is Mike. These are our values 1 2 3 4 for dictionary. Now we'll try the dictionary of print. Now we're trying to print the first name is space plus D of what do we need first value D of first. Now see what we have. The first name is Jimmy. We have Jimmy there. Now we need a space, so we add the space here and we execute the code. Now we have first name is Jimmy. Same way we try to find out print the second name, print second name is plus D of 2. Now see we have John. Here we have Jimmy's for first, we have Jimmy, and for second we have John, and that's the reason we have got the answer as a John. Right. Now we check print. Uh, Again, I'm telling you, don't worry about the codes. We'll discuss the code further sessions. Just I'm trying to explain the parts with an example. Right. Now we'll print D. So we have complete D. Now we try to print D of keys. What are the keys values? Right. See, here we have keys of 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll check into the print of values. D of values. What do we have? The values is Jimmy, John, Jack, and Mike. These are the things. Hope you guys understood. Now we'll move on to next session. Python keywords. These are the keywords of Python. So make sure your special reserve words which convey a special meaning to the compiler interpreter. Each keyword have a special meaning and a specific operation. These keywords cannot be used as variable, and these the least what we are seeing on the screen are the fixed keywords of the Python like true, false, none, and as asset definition. These are the keywords, so you cannot use the keywords as names. So make sure you try to memorize these keywords. Now this is the end of our variables, Python variable session. We'll move on to second session in our next class. Till then, you guys have a good day. Thank you. Bye.